Hey YouTube, welcome to my second video in my series on food carts. As far as these videos go, this will be actually the last one I'm doing in an order. After that, it's just going to be random ones about, maybe cart design or different ideas or concepts. The reason why I wanted these two in a series in order is because in the first video we covered what you're doing, where you're doing it at, and getting a hold of the county health department. If you don't do those in that order, you're going to end up not looking so smart when you come into the county and not know exactly what it is you're selling or where you intend to sell it at and kind of how you intend to do that. So that's why I wanted to get those three things out of the way first. And then now that we have our county health packet and we know what it is they expect from us, we can start to plan our build or even decide what equipment we're going to buy for our food business. So this applies whether you're doing your own build or whether you're just buying something to modify it or even just buying a complete finished product. And the reason why I'm saying this is because if you look at a lot of the food carts that are being manufactured out there, and this is for food carts, food trucks, interchangeable, you're going to see a lot of these manufacturers will say may not pass code in all areas or something like that. So before you jump on your food business and spend $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 on some food cart or food truck, you want to make sure what you're buying is going to work in the area you're in. One of the things you'll run into with the health department is they may require the items in your kitchen to be NSF rated. Now, NSF is National Sanitation Foundation. It's what it used to stand for. I think they've changed it. I don't know what the new wording is, but that's basically what it was. And it's a standard for the food industry as far as for equipment. It's kind of like Underwriters Laboratories, the UL listing, like on electrical parts and on a lot of other stuff out there. You see a UL listing. Or like if you worked in the shops, there used to be like ISO certifications and things like that. It's just a benchmark. They do rigorous tests on the stuff that they put their stickers on. So that benchmark is set high, so you know if you're using NSF, it should be a decent quality product. That said, not everything that's commercial rated kitchen equipment is NSF certified or has the NSF sticker. So you don't want to go buy something if your inspector is saying, hey, you got to have this sticker. You don't want to go buy something and then find out he's not going to approve it. So that's why we're getting the health department guidelines up front so we kind of know what to expect. If there is an item, like say you are doing your own build and you run into an item that it's not going to work to put something actual commercial grade NSF certified on your cart or your truck. In my situation, because it was a cart and I was trying to keep the weight down, they required me to have a refrigerator on there. So I couldn't find anything that would work and be mobile. A commercial refrigerator, there's a pretty heavy current draw on that, and to try and feed that off batteries, or if I would have to put a generator on the truck or on the cart, it just started to get, it was throwing my build all off. So I got a hold of the inspector and I said, I have a compromise here I'd like to present to you. I've got this cooler that'll fit on my truck. It's a refrigerator cooler. I had a spec sheet for it. I told him that, this thing is used for people when they go like out in the woods and stuff on scientific expeditions and everything, because it has a fast freeze feature. I can set batteries up on it and I can show you mathematically how this thing will run for at least 24 hours or longer on one battery, and I'm going to have two batteries on the cart. And I was able to kind of do a pitch to him, and he gave me a variance. Now, one of the key things is if you run into this and you get a variance for an item, is that you get that variance in writing. Okay, they need to get you an email or something. And the reason why I'm saying this is, when you get that variance, you're probably not going to be meeting with them next week. If you are, good, great, that's awesome. But typically, you're in the middle of your build or you're purchasing something, and it may be a month, 2 months, or even longer before you end up having that inspection. And a county inspector is just like any other job. People get promoted, they get fired, or they leave. I had a situation where I had a variance, and I was dealing with, say, Bill, and then 3 months later when I call in, Bill's no longer in that office, now I'm talking to Fred. If you don't have paperwork, you're basically going to be SOL, because Fred's going to tell you, I don't know what you're talking about, and these are the rules, and this is what I go by, because every inspector is going to look at things a little different. So just a word to the wise there, if you're trying to get around something on your cart and you get an agreement worked out with your local inspector, make sure you get it in writing. One thing to keep in mind is the health department that has jurisdiction over your cart is typically in the area where the cart is stored. So you may be selling food in County B, but you live in County A. So County A's health department, if that's where you're storing your cart, say in your garage or you have a little storage area there, County A is going to be the guys that look at your cart. You can use this to your advantage if you run into a problem in the county that you're in and they're just not working with you on something. You would have the option then of relocating that cart if you could get a storage facility in the other county, and then you're dealing with that county's health department, different health department, different inspectors. Keep your mouth quiet, don't say anything about the other county, and they're not going to know what was going on typically. So, you know, just a little tip out there if you really get in a jam and you're trying to get something pushed through and the health department's not working with you. Another thing you may run into is they may require you to have a commissary or basically a commercial kitchen. I'm going to keep these videos short so they're fairly easy to watch. So we're going to cover the commissary question in another video here. I'll get this up here shortly and give you guys some ideas for commissaries, some different options, and kind of show you what I did with mine. I hope this helps you, and I'll see you in the next video.